Hello, I'm Mimi Strobel and welcome to another episode of FTB Interactions, where, as usual, a lot of stuff has happened in between episodes. And that's just going to be the thing of this pack, right? You can see I've moved all my steam and I've set up a ore processing line here. Using a chemical bath, I can show you if I get some ore that is not already dense. Let's get 16, I can show you. And we'll throw it in here. Now I used to use the collector crystal there to turn them into dense ores, but basic chemical bath does the same. And it sends them to the electrical furnace, so I don't need to use my that one over there anymore. And then they're going into the basic macerator that turns them into the crushed ones, which is then hammered into impure dusts. So for now, this is where the line ends. And for some materials I will use my autoclave, like for diamonds, etc. And for others, I can just wash these or just melt them again, right? So I let this run for a while, and I should at the end have a stack of impure pile of iron dust. So my infernal kiln is gonna be only for manual operations, and also it's now switched off, which you can also see. It's stopped by incoming redstone signal. That saves us a tick on the server. I also set up a bunch of automating here, as well as down below, which I will show in a minute. Now, these are the crafting managers that I'd shown you before, right? And they have the buffer upgrade, which means I can use blocking mode, which exactly I can't use because there is an item in here, and that's never gonna leave. If I say blocking mode, it's gonna wait for empty storage, empty inventory. It will never be empty because there's a circuit in there. So it's off, but it's still using that just as a buffer, which is good. Then this is my satellite LV assembler 8, which is named that because this is the program 8. And in the back there's an LV assembler 8 result pipe. So this has been set to use the LV assembler satellite ID and to use the LV assembler result pipe ID, and then this can make steel plates into an LV machine casing. Now I set up another one for program 24, which I use, for example, for a lot of cables. And in this case I have an actual extra satellite. So this is assembler 24 satellite, and actually maybe I should have put my satellite here. Doesn't matter that much. This is the assembly 24 plus satellite, and it has another assembled 24 result pipe in the back. So the default satellite is 24, the default result pipe is 24, and then I can use the 24 plus here as a satellite for this recipe. So that's going to take a rubber bar into the fluid extractor, then the output is also ejected to the assembling machine and is making me cables. Now, I've been told by Harris, and it made quite good sense, is that I can actually combine all of this into one machine. Similarly to how this doesn't care if there's extra items in there, I can put this in there, it'll still craft happily. It will also ignore additional circuits in there. So in theory I could combine the 8 and the 24 and the blank one into one, and I'll probably do that later and save some space and save some materials. Other thing I did, items that really don't need to be in my automation storage, right, like a door, like cabinets and a boat and things like that, they shouldn't be here. So now I have plenty of space in my tech box. I have enough space in my ore box, although I did create a bunch more ingots in between as well. And then I moved all the barrels to here, and I added a few extra. One thing I added here was a rubber tree, and now we have 64 stacks of rubber logs, and the saplings I don't really need, 64 stacks of resin, and basically almost all of these two rows, all of these two rows is coming from my tree farm, as well as this one, and the rest of these are all manual. You know, it doesn't make sense to use 25 stacks of my 200 stack storage just for emeralds. That's silly. So yeah, and this can be expanded, of course. And yeah, I could have put them close together, but then I can't access the barrels anymore manually. Down below, I added a lot more crafting tables. We have the motors and the pistons, the robot arms. For now, these integrated logic circuits. I'm not sure what we saw last time. Programmers, chassis Mark 1, 2, and 3, 4 and 5 can go over there. And finally, I moved my Botania setup here because that was getting a bit cramped. And this is much nicer setup. I've got 4 diluted pools that, you know, hopefully today we will be transferring or transforming into proper mana pools. Now let's see how this is doing. This is finished. I should be able to just go put them in my furnace, but then they would get mace rate again. So this for now is going in here. But for other things, I may use a mixer, or what was it? The centrifuge that I used to get so yeah, I think it was centrifuge on Stipnite, and I got additional drops. So for some of those, I don't want to smelt them. I just want to use the centrifuge. And in this case, I can just get the iron ingots out like that. If you look at my bookmarks in JAI, I have a lot of things that I would like to get into that we'll probably won't get into today. But yeah, I just wanna give myself some goals. And one of the goals, last time we looked at basic electronic circuit. But one thing I missed is that the phenolic circuit board we can't use any other circuits board for these ones. Yeah, I mean, yes, I can use soldering alloy, which by the way is better than tin because I use only half an ingot, and it's a combination of tin and antimony, so that saves me on resources. But the phenolic circuit board requires glue in an assembler with a mold plate and sawdust. Sawdust is not that hard. We've done it before, right? And I think we can either pulverize or we can centrifuge manual, which is also nice. We also get some plant balls and carbon dust, as well as methane and manual resin. So a centrifuge for this one would be really useful. And these we can get from our extractor, our mineral wood, which we have a ton of. So that's easy. And then I need glue. Now, I can use a mixer and get some chemicals going, or another centrifuge, and sticky resins, which you also have a ton of, into rubber pulp, more plant balls, and glue. Now, I don't think this is going to be an on-demand craft. I think I'm just going to be always crafting, or have an on and off switch probably. So this is going to be below in the basement. And then, so we need, let's get this right. I need an assembler, which I have. Then I need a centrifuge for my sticky resin into glue. And I need sawdust. Let's see what other sawdust we have. We got, this one is no recipe. This is the one we just saw with mineral, which would also be good because we might want to get some of these materials. So I want to have 2 basic centrifuges. And what all do we need for 2 basic centrifuges? Let's ask the system. Can we have the materials for 2 basic centrifuges? And as you can see here, it requested 2 electric motors, which I'm going to get. Tin tables, integrated logic circuits, more tin cables, and everything should be going into here, into there. Look at this, I love this. I really love this. I don't want to hide it, and my frames are fine, right? I'm at 88, 80 frames per second. I don't have to worry about that right now. But this is really fun. And so yeah, that's why I did this all in between episode, all these crafts. If we just give it a few more minutes, also thanks to Torgal, who showed me this. I need a crafting monitor upgrade for this, so I can see what it's doing. And you can actually get a nice graph of all of the things. I haven't found a way to zoom out, which is a shame, but it's getting ingots to make cables, to make fine copper cables, combined with paper and glass tube to make these glass things, combined with all. I like this. This is really nice. I mean, the AE monitor is also pretty cool, but this is fun. Now, I did speed this up a bunch of times because it took a few minutes. But here's everything I needed. I mean, you've seen these recipes, right? They're not the simplest, and it's a lot of micro crafting. This one even more so. Now, the only thing I haven't automated is the glass tube, because that's really annoying. It's gonna be a mold ball in a fluid solidifier. It's the only recipe really that you're gonna use, right? In a fluid solidifier. We don't need snowballs. For now, we don't need white dye or gel toluene for now. Petroleum, we're not there yet, coagulated blood. So for now, the glass balls would be all that we're making in that. Hang on. And the other recipe is with an alloy smelter, where again, the same mold is not really used. It's not used for anything at all other than. So yeah, what I just did is make just a bunch of these tubes, and well, we're almost halfway to what I had. One more thing is that the chips I made, advanced chips, raw basic chips, raw advanced chips, and the FPGA as well. Now, they can be crafted, but I'm not going to keep any of them in store. Yeah, here. Because I've set one basic for one raw basic. And also, you get 2 advanced per craft, so I'm making 2 advanced here. But the advanced uses the raw basic, so I want to keep some raw basic in stock. There's no purpose of having raw advanced stock. Similarly, for the FPGA, there's no use of keeping the raws in stock. So as soon as I make raw, I cook them. So the recipe for FPGA is always going to be 8, because this gives me 8. So I never keep any raw in stock for these or for the advanced, only for the basic ones. So yeah, progress was made and lost and made again. I tried to combine the assemblers into one and it didn't work. I got everything stuck at some point because it wouldn't understand, and it looks like it's still waiting for something. It wouldn't understand when I had 2 program circuits in it that it was done. It turns out Harris actually has a chest for the output. Sorry, not here. There's no crafts working right now. I'm not sure why this thinks it has something to do. But everything seems to be right now. I did a bit more work on this setup. So we have the chemical bath to make the dense. Then we make, let's see, if I get a copper ore and we look at uses, we get a dense copper ore, we melt it, we get native copper cluster in this one, which is then crushed and then hammered into copper dust, the dirty copper dust. Now, there's a few things you can do. You can smelt it into an ingot, but you can also send it to a basic centrifuge. And a basic centrifuge will split it into copper dust, which you can still burn in, and melt into an ingot, but you'll also get some tiny parts of nickel dust. So these, for now, I'm doing manual packaging, but actually, should we do that? Yeah, let's do it. But we'll get some more eventually. And that gives you nickel dust, which you can also melt. And if you look at iron dust in the centrifuge, you get tin dust. So instead of cooking it straight away, it's going into the centrifuge. This one's actually done. I was getting a bunch of lapis, also because I needed more of the pipes that are underneath here. The blue steel cable. In some cases, you want to use an electrolyzer. And the pyrite comes from electrolyzing the lapis dust. No, sorry, not lapis dust. What am I? What was I electrolyzing here? Oh, sorry, uses. Now, where did I get pyrite? I got tiny piles of pyrite from centrifuging lapis dust. That's it. And then the pyrite dust can be electrolyzed into sulfur and more iron. So, yeah, this is most of it ends here right now. And then if I set output enabled, it will go into here. And then it will be extracted into the chest. Lapis dust, of course, goes in here and becomes lapis lazuli. And the pyrite I do manually in here. And the smelting I still do manually. And I'd like to do it here because it doesn't take any energy. Something I forgot to show you at the start. This one receives liquid starlight. And this one receives liquid starlight. But some time ago, I put a roof on the building here, and I forgot that that won't work with liquid starlight, so I moved that over here. This is the current setup. We have a 720 bucket tank that we can hold all the starlight, and we're only at 614 so far. This chicken is still not doing anything because I have 61 stacks left. And this has, of course, 2 GPS markers over there. For some reason, my trees are no longer transparent. They're still working. I have 2 oak, I have a rubber, I have mineral, and especially the spectre tree is suspiciously not transparent. Don't know why. If you look below here, and I should probably add some torches here and there, light up the space a bit. I put, no, I'm gonna need that. I put 2 basic centrifuges here. One is, oh dear, I need to shut this off for a moment. If you hit them with a rubber, soft rubber hammer, which is really just rubber and a stick, the machine says here working disabled, so it's currently not doing anything. Okay, I hate mechanism. I hate them. I wish I could make more Ender IO conduits, but I can't right now. This barrel is full. And as a result, this can't push any of its raw rubber. This one seems to be almost full on sticky resin, which actually can only go in here right now. Not sure. I think for now I'm just gonna waste these, sorry. Alright, back to work. So, rubber wood, and that's turned into plant matter and pulp, as well as the resin. The resin is then turned into raw rubber pulp and more plant matter. And this is something you haven't seen here before. This is a supplier pipe, and I've told this pipe to keep 32 items of rubber wood in stock. And a mode is bulk 50. That means as soon as it has less than 16, it will collect 16. If I do take out 15, you will see a packet of 16 being requested, coming in from above. And there you go, 16. Same thing on this one, although this one rarely needs requested because it's coming in from its neighbor. So this one is also making the glue, which is what we wanted, right? And this one is making methane, and we already have 118 buckets. The methane and glue are available to my system because there's a logistics fluid provider pipe. There's no settings here, but you know, that's it. is now available to the system. And I did the same over here with my XP tank. Actually, we could do a cache here. And then we can have 20,000. Because I think the rubber pulp, we're going to be needing that. What I could do is make a fluid of rubber. Currently I'm using the rubber bars, and the rubber bars are sent to the fluid extractor and then into the assembling machine. But I could make the same kind of setup and have liquid rubber available to our system. Anyway, for now, a basic assembler, which I should have here. These are the machines that I currently have available, that I made once and used once, but are not currently in use. This, and for the phenolic circuit board in the assembler with a mold plate, which is rather annoying, but it's what it is. It's even more annoying that this is the only thing this machine will be doing. Phenolic plates. Because if you look at uses for the mold plate in an assembler, phenolic board, that's it. You can either make phenolic boards with glue or phenolic boards with bisphenol, but that's it. Mold plate in the assembler is the only thing it has. And so a Mark I should be more than enough with a crafting module. Crafting module in there. And actually, I need an upgrade. We're running out of upgrades, so I have to add that to the recipe. I think I have to make the module upgrade, generic one, and then. So I want a module upgrade, which is, oh, by the way, the disconnection upgrade is the only way that you can stop two pipes from connecting. This basic has a disconnection upgrade, and I've told it to be disconnected from this side. But that's the only way. You need an upgrade for that. And I was looking at, Sneaky is nice because you can insert from different sides. Creative tab, advanced satellite, fluid crafting upgrade, which I already made, which I'm gonna need. It is actually the last one. Okay, so I think I need to insert the module upgrade, and then I can have a fluid crafting upgrade here. Right? And my phenolic circuit board needs just the sawdust and 100 millibuckets of glue. So we have wood pulp, and we have glue. Glue is in here. We select. I need a satellite pipe for that. And of course it has to be a fluid satellite pipe, so I need another logistics programmer. And we're gonna have also a craft there, and crafting logistics pipe. Okay, this one needs to become a logistics fluid satellite pipe. And then I got my crafter. What about my logistics crafting table? Oh, missing 3 steel plates. So the issue I had at some point was that it was continuously getting my steel plates, but they're here. I need 9, and oh yes, of course I took out the recipe. I think I reused my module because this was really behaving badly, and it kept making plates when it shouldn't have to. So now crafter request, yes. Now it's gonna craft all of these things. It's gonna make. But I have steel plates. Come on. Oh, of course, because it needs some of these for the machine casing. It needs 8. It's not too bad. And I've been doing this a lot, by the way. I think I'm gonna do it for most of the crafts, if not all of them. Is set them up in here. I need the satellite fluid crafting pipe. You're gonna be in there all the time. I just want to have these things programmed, right? You're gonna be out of there, and then you're gonna be on that. Nice. I don't want to have to craft myself. I don't like that anymore. This is much more fun. One satellite pipe requested. What is it gonna need? A satellite pipe for which it needs a basic fluid pipe for which it needs a basic logistics pipe. Oh yeah, also this one is not yet automated. I have to, well, this is, but that part hasn't been done because I need to do an extruder. It'll get there. So, back to the machine here. This was my phenolic plate. So this is going to be phenolic plate. Alright, that means now I can tell this one to use the phenolic plate satellite pipe, and we're gonna get glue. You can also drag it, by the way. Glue, and I need 100. So one wood pulp with 100 glue will make phenolic plate. Phenolic circuit board, sorry. Doesn't matter that much. Circuit board. I like that you can add it. I should add that to vanilla. So now, phenolic circuit board request. It should send the wood pulp and the fluid. It's already done. So, when you have a fluid provider, you can use that upgrade to have fluids part of a recipe. So instead of melting a rubber ingot here, here, I could have rubber upgrade, fluid upgrade, and have rubber sent there as a liquid. Okay, so now we have this one, this one. We don't need that one for now. Don't need that. Well, I may need to mix it. Let's see. Ah, no, I can't do this yet. I was really hoping I could. I should have checked this before. I'm sorry, guys. I can't make this one yet. This needs an ULV machine, which is fine. This needs ULV, which is fine. This one needs ULV machine, which is fine. This as well. All of this, ULV. Except for this needs an MV cutting saw. This needs an MV precision laser. So you're off the table for now. So what else do we have here? I want to get into deep mob learning because it'll be an easier way to get resources. And I want to get a mana pool. Actually, I think I need the mana for this one. For the blank data model, I must have mana steel. So I must first get mana steel. And I need a mana pool. And it says diluted, but because of the amount it takes, I guess we could do that. But I would really like to upgrade the mana pool. And we're back. I had requested Torgal to reset the server at some point because of the issue I had with autocrafting, and then he did. So, yeah. Where was I? Oh yes, I want to get mana pools, and mana pools. The main problem with mana pools is they need living rock. Living rock, you may know, but not in this pack. Everything 95% in this pack is different from what you know. In this case, we need light concrete to turn into living rock, and light concrete is made with either light concrete cobblestone, which you get from light concrete, very useful, or from a fluid solidifier of liquid concrete with a block mold. Liquid concrete is made in a mixture. That's why I had the mixture there. That's why I need stone dust, and I need clay dust, and I need water. Stone dust I can pulverize. Cobblestone, I think. Although, yeah, you might get it also from ores, but of course I'm not gonna pulverize my ores. But you could also pulverize cobblestone, which seems a lot more sensible. Then clay dust, not so much a surprise. In this case, is from pulverizing clay. And I'm not sure if we're gonna use concrete dust for a lot of things right now. So maybe I'm just gonna make a batch of this manually. And do I have a mixer yet? I don't have a mixer yet. But through the magic of watercrafting, I can have one. If I have glass... Am I out of glass tubes again? I have... Oh, I keep getting out. Okay. I'm gonna set up... Well, actually I'm gonna manually pulverize a stack of cobblestone and clay. How much the ratio actually? The ratio 3 stone for 1 clay. Okay, I'm gonna do 1 stack of clay. Do I have clay in my system? Clay. I don't have clay in my system. I have clay here. So, 1 stack of clay, 3 stacks of cobblestone. And a mixer. Okay, I decided to go for a lazy route. Maybe I should set this up anyway if I'm gonna need more of these circuits and I can't get to the MV tier yet. But I'm gonna get 64 buckets of molten glass into my basic fluid solidifier. Speed you up a little bit. Oh, you're out of power. No, you're not yet out of power. 64 of those in here, and as you can see I have my stone dust, my clay dust. I just now need to go and make sure my glass tubes are arriving so they can be used to craft. There they are. Nice. It's going to make a motor, it's going to make a circuit, it's going to make a tin rotor, machine hull, and glass. Well, it's not going to make glass, it's going to request glass. Something is wrong with my red alloy. This one? Yes. This goes into the assembly. Rubber bars. Ah, yes, of course, because I disabled my fluid output because I wanted the glass from it. I'm like, why is my crafting stuck? That's why. So these cables, 6 of them are coming in, are going down. Let's watch that go for a second. 1, 2, 3, and out comes a circuit. Right. Oh, we have a cocktail machine, and it's a quest, which is cool. So I'm going to set the output here, and I'm going to auto output enabled. You're done. You're going to be a what is it? Block mold? Block molds. So basically, giving you these, and that will fill you with water. I know I can also do different ways, but this should work. Okay. I want to speed you up a little bit. Well, I'd rather speed you up a lot, but I could probably only speed you up a little bit with a battery. This is okay. This is struggling. Yeah, you can see it, but it's actually going rather rapidly. So more water than we needed. I'll leave it here for now. So this would be 35. You know what? You can have that one. So 64 buckets. How much did I get from this? Let's see. I should get what kind of number is that? 576 millibuckets of concrete. Right, and then how much do we need? We need, oh, that's exactly it. Okay. So what am I getting? 2 stacks? No, 4 stacks. Meanwhile, let's have a look at the quests. We did, what did we do here? We made a battery charger. long time ago. But oh, that's actually a checkmark quest. Then we made a mixer. We're getting electric motors, which is nice. We did light concrete, and we're gonna get light concrete, which is nice. And that's all the rewards that we had. Okay, clean up my junk here, and this can go in here. That can go in there. You can go back in there. No, you can't. Thank you. Oh, I like it to be empty. Okay, that's... Oh yeah, okay, you're just slow. Now, to make living rock. That is pretty cool though. But I should light it up a little bit. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, plant my daisies. And... Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's tick you up a lot. And let's do a bunch of living rock. Last batch here, and... Hello? I do like the particles effect in speeding things up. And now we have 4 stacks and 16 of living rock. That means now we can make medium covalence dust, or we have medium covalence, and we can upgrade them. However, I don't want to lose the mana that's in here right now. I will actually break you and put you here. We still have 152. That's something else I want to address soon. But first I want to get the mana out. And we can make a mana tablet if we have a mana pearl or a mana diamond. And we can just throw a flawless diamond into one of the pools. We have 5. I'm gonna request 2 of those. Also, do I have a crafting station left? I don't have a crafting station, but I can make one. Then I want my wand. I want 2 mana diamonds. And you can hear that there's still quite a lot of mana left in the spreader. You are set to fill and you should be set to emptying. Drop you in here and drop you in there. Oh, that didn't take much at all. These diluted mana pools are so worthless. But we can upgrade them. We need mana powder. We need 12, 16. Oh, I need medium covalence and I need mana powder. I never know if it's covalence or covalence. Is it even an actual word? I asked Google, and apparently covalence is the goodness of sharing electrons, as far as I can tell, and it's pronounced covalence. So let's make the pools. Easy craft. Wait, 2? Where's my other 2? Okay, right. What did I miss? Okay, apparently we didn't have enough starlight to make 4 at once. So now we should be getting into a bit more serious mana. You're all set to emptying, which is fine. And you as well. Can I drop you both in there? Ah, maybe. Ah, already empty out. The diluted pools are so useless. Anyway, mana steel. And the reason mana steel is because we want blank data models which require iron, gold plates, red alloy cables. We have that, but mana steel screws. And by the way, I'm also gonna set up an extruder for these bolts, or I'm gonna use a cutting saw. Well, this is empty here. I'm gonna use a cutting saw for bolts so we can make screws in the lathe as well. But I need mana steel. And I can either use wrought iron 1-on-1, steel 1-on-1, blue steel 1-on-2, or stainless steel. No, I'm not at the stainless steel age yet. But blue steel is steel plus lapis. Definitely beneficial. That's my nutrition. Yeah, for some reason my fruit is staying behind. Blue steel, let's do 20. Let's make 40 mana steel right now. Well, when I say right now, I mean when I have the mana for it, right? Okay, it's already gone. Sure, this must be a quest reward. Not a quest reward. That's just silly. Yeah, oil-wise, so what I'm thinking is if I should go to Nether again, to the dungeons, look for dungeons, and look for a soul scent chicken. Because the soul scent chicken can be found in dungeons. Where is it? Nether chicken? Yeah, nether chicken, okay. Oh, it's a nether wart chicken, that's right. Only found in nether dungeons, but it does give you nether wart. And nether wart can be turned into nether wart blocks. Where's the nether wart blocks? Nether wart blocks. Nether wart blocks can be transmutated into soul scent, and soul scent can be centrifuged and give you oil. So you have basically, once you have the chicken, you have renewable endless oil. And which is also good for my HV power, which is probably gonna be diesel. The mana diamond is, oh, you get a gem refiner. Ooh. I need to look into that. And a laser from mechanism. Okay, interesting. I wouldn't have expected that. A rod of the Bifrost. I have to look up what it does. And I don't have the book. I'll look it up. What does this do? Gem refiner. Flawless. It makes flawless from anything. Now that is pretty cool because we're gonna need flawless crystals and diamonds, I think, for a lot of stuff. So flawless diamonds for liquid starlight, flawless coal for empowered void crystals. Flawless is gonna be good. What is this multi-block to set up? Let's see. Structure. Ooh! It's not that simple, but it does look really, really cool. Oh, yeah, we might hold on to that for a while. And a laser, I think I don't need that until I start with fusion, right? If it's a fusion reactor that you use a laser for, and it takes enormous amount of power to even start up. Done. Data models. Screws. Ah yes, automating screws. I set up my basic cutting machine here with a satellite pipe and a lathe with a logistics pipe, and I added a fluid satellite pipe to the back. I also added a fluid provider pipe to my water drum, and while I was passing by, also to my creosote oil in case we ever need that for a crafting recipe. So this one, first of all, you can't craft mana steel rods like you craft iron rods, right? Which are crafted in the. We're not using a lathe. Are we using a lathe? No. What is this? It is a lathe. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Alright, so we now have an additional lathe. That's fine, okay. I'm probably gonna take that one out. And this needs to have a crafting manager with a buffer test. Same, by the way, for the alloy smelter, because it was stuck making advanced circuits. Anyway, lathe is making 2 rods from 1 ingot, and then we take 1 rod into my satellite pipe. Now that will make the bolts. In the cutting saw with 4 millibuckets of water, 1 Manasteel rod will make 4 Manasteel bolts. So here we can also see we have 4 millibuckets of water going with it. The bolts are being automatically output to the side to make screws. Now here's a funny thing. If I look for screw and ask for a mana screw, you'll see there's the rod going in. It's going in here, and it's making. I was waiting for water. Now it's making water. Now it's making bolts, which is not super fast. But then wait till they get in here. Done, 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 done. Ha! So that is rather fast. So I was dumb, and yeah, I probably need more crafting managers anyway. But now we have bolts, and I actually already made a few. So now we can make blank data models, and I want to do a zombie, skeleton. I would like to do Enderman as well. There's one more thing I forgot to show you, which is this chest here with a simple logistics pipe and a quick sort module. So what I do is, whatever I need to clean up, I'm going to drop in here. Sometimes takes a while before it recognizes them, but that way it sorts them all. I mean, I can use this, but this is just a lot faster. We didn't get to do everything that we wanted to do. Hi, Gogorian. Especially because I got stuck on that processor. But hopefully next time we can get into simulation chambers and deep mob learning, which I'm going to need for the distant mob agonizer, which is for now the only way to get LP if you want to get into blood magic. And I want to get into blood magic. I need LP, I need the distant mob agonizer, which is an extension of distant mob learning. Not a bad episode, I think. Even I derped, but still, I think it went okay. And we got some lovely stuff set up today with fluids, and that's all new, which is quite fun. We got living rock, and we can go into mob learning and hopefully soon blood magic and MV powered machines. But not for today. I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, take care. Bye bye.